try to get better at that fade out.
Sorry, I was like, oh, if I keep going, I'm just going to listen to tune.
Well, good morning. It looks like we're live. It's Motivation Mornings with Marnie and Melissa. I'm Melissa Houston, health insurance specialist and financial planner in beautiful Victoria, BC, Canada. And this week I'm rocking some Bandit's oil in my diffuser. Have you ever used that, Marnie?
Which one is it?
Bandit's oil. It's similar to Thieves Blend.
Oh, I'm endlessly curious. No, I don't know that one. I bother you afterwards.
Yeah. It's a very pleasant smell.
Nice. And good morning, everybody. I'm Marnie Dangerfield, the Wellness and Intentional Creativity Coach, right here in Victoria, BC as well. And I've just been noticing that we are getting lighter each day. The mornings, it's like, oh wait, I don't need my light on pretty soon, and I'm excited about that.
I've been noticing that too. And in the evenings, we're looking out the window at 5:30 going, hey, it's not completely dark out.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh wow, gotta pass by. Hey, good morning, Leanne. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Yes, I was just going to pop on my phone to see us live.
So while you're doing that, I'll just mention what we're going to be doing. We always like to start off with our value statement, and then we'll be sharing what's been inspiring us this week. I believe I go first this week. Next week, Melissa sharing the wellness tips, always shifting things up. So what's inspiring us, we'll take turns, and then I'm going to share a short wellness tip. And then Melissa's going to be sharing how to contact us and the prompt, journal prompt, learning the journal prompt. And we'll be sharing gratitude, and hopefully as we go through this, you'll be sharing what's motivating you in the comments and what you're grateful for as we go along, because we'd love to hear that too. And then Melissa will round us up with a motivational quote.
Ta-da. Awesome. Our value statement. Today we gather
in the spirit of possibility,
in support of community,
to encourage holistic well-being,
to empower our authentic selves,
to share appreciation,
to express compassion,
and to enjoy this gift of life.
All right, you're going to kick us off, Marnie.
I am. So I'll be sharing a podcast link below after, just the way it is. I listened to a podcast yesterday, and it was one of those conversations where I was like, yes. Oh, yes. And so it's inspiring me. It's some putting into words some things I've been feeling and haven't maybe checked into as much. And it may not be for everybody, and that's just fine. It may not inspire you, but I'm sharing what's inspired me. And we'd love to hear what's inspiring you. So please do share in the comments. But as a conversation, oh gosh, now I've forgotten the name. I will get it and post the link, but it's Cultivating Place is the podcast. I've shared this podcast before. I was going back in episodes because I only discovered it this past year, and there's lots of nummy conversations. And this one was taking a different way of looking at being in nature, specifically in the garden. As you know, a big part of my well-being practice is being in nature or being in the garden, and framing it as slowing down and listening to the earth. Like if you are lucky enough to actually have a piece of land, and not in a guilt or shame way, but just as how to connect to your space and place, and really slow down and listen to what the earth needs, and how we have this opportunity, this chance to have that connection with the earth and the plants and all the critters, and how we're a part of it all. It's not like we're this dominating. I mean, the ways we tend to be that way, but how do we create this so that even changing the word garden to like guardian, how are we looking after this for ourselves and for generations, and how do we create kind of some of these more wilder spaces to help with the biodiversity and just, I mean, there's all the well-being. I've talked about that before with gardening, but it was just a lovely way to think about having even just a small space to tend and and how empowering it is to think of it as like, oh, this is connecting with nature. We're helping, we're tending for ourselves and for future generations and for all the different beings and critters that are part of our ecosystems that we all need to survive, and how, as we all heal our connection to the space and heal the land, how that connects up to everybody else doing it. And there's like the spread of healing. I will share the link for anybody interested in that, and you don't have to listen, but that's inspiring me this week.
Oh, I love that. And I have listened to that podcast before, but that episode does not ring a bell. So I'm going to definitely check that out. I love that idea of being a guardian for the land and developing that relationship. Oh, that's so awesome, Marnie. Thank you for sharing. And I had popped on very quick. So I saw Leanne Elsa's on the line. So good morning, guys.
Oh, your mom. Why is she not showing up on my?
Yeah. If anything is motivating or inspiring you today, let us know. And
what's inspiring you?
She's not showing up for you?
No, I've got her now. I've got the picture now. I'm like,
oh, okay. So funnily enough, mine was also a podcast episode. Different vein. Mine is actually a continuation of a theme that I've been having so far this year. And I'm not even trying. It's just things are coming up and they're touching me. So I want to share them. I wanted to share the most recent episode of Brene Brown's podcast, Unlocking Us. The episode is called Brene on Words, Actions, Dehumanization, and Accountability. And it's no guest. She's just talking. And I think she makes some really good points about some tendencies that happen in certain situations, and how problematic it can be when people are dehumanized, and the language that is used to perpetrate that feeling or perspective, because obviously we are in fact all humans. So anytime we are dehumanizing people, it's not an accurate thing. So it's I even find it problematic that the idea of dehumanizing and then referencing people as animals, like as if something is wrong with animals. Even that level I have problems with. But yeah, it's just the importance of being aware of that language and holding people accountable. Because if people have developed tendencies that are maybe even just unconscious, maybe they're not even consciously doing it, pointing it out might be helpful for their own consciousness of what's going on and about themselves and the world. So I really appreciated her sharing that perspective and those insights. And I'm definitely motivated to just be more aware of that out in the world, so that I can help make sure I'm not contributing to that at all, or helping maybe curb that tendency in the world a little bit. That'd be good. So that's what I wanted to share, and I will definitely share the link below as well. So you guys got some good listening to check out this week if you were inspired.
Yes, and I have that one lined up on my phone for my walk. So I'm excited for that one, because yeah, so important and so true. And I know for myself, I'm constantly, especially this past year, it's just like this, oh my goodness, just like being aware and that consciousness of it. It's not necessarily, it's just kind of, you're used to a certain way of being and what people may say. You don't even maybe think about the meaning of it behind it. It's just kind of like oh my gosh, how it can be dehumanizing or offensive or whatever. And so just really being best you can, just keep working. Like, yeah, and I love that point.
And I appreciate, one of the things I really appreciate her about Brene is her willingness to tackle difficult conversations, because it's so easy to just not
So taking it upon ourselves to open the conversation and address difficult issues, I really appreciate it. I think it's a good sign of a good leader to be able to do that.
Exactly. Let's look at the stuff that we really do need to look at and discuss to change things.
Mm-hmm.
We don't raise awareness to it and talk about it, and how can we?
Yeah, exactly. All right. And now one of my favorite parts, wellness tip with Marnie.
So what I this morning I thought I'd invite us, if depending on where you are and if it's safe, don't do this if you're driving or anything like that. But I thought, instead of talking about taking a pause, I thought, how about we because I know with the mornings sometimes there's a big to-do list and you're rushing around, and obviously time constraints. Come back to this later, but I just wanted to for us to experience how potentially it doesn't take too long to maybe get to something. So in this moment, I'm not going to breathe too heavily because of my headset, because sometimes it makes it whoosh, but I'm going to ask you to just get comfortable, whether you're sitting or laying down. Some people might just be waking up, some people might be out and about, but if it's, as long as it's safe for you to do, just well, you can close your eyes or just rest your gaze so you're not looking around too much, and just connect, just noticing your breath. Nothing to do or see or anything, just noticing it coming in, going out. As you're doing that, just gently feeling into your body. Some people like to move parts of their body to check in. Others you can just do a gentle checking in with your feet, your legs, checking in, your energy to right here, right now, landing wherever you are, whatever your space and place is, and especially in this body that holds the wonderful you, connecting to that breath. Seeing your wonderful self this morning. Just going to put in one little inquiry as you're in this space of just being with yourself right here, right now. What do you need right now? Just a gentle, kind, curious inquiry. What do you need right now? And you can just take a couple more deep breaths and come back. Anyway, just a little pause. The show doesn't always have to take too long. And I wanted to put the inquiry in there because often, and it may not be the case for you, but I know it's for me, often the morning rush can be all the to-dos for other people. What's to do out there? And so this invitation to have that inquiry kind of throughout your day of what do you need? And I don't know, you don't have to share with me right now, but I know this morning when I did it, I needed a nap and I had one. And sometimes you can't do it right in the moment, but it's, you have something coming up and you can't just do that. But what if it's like, okay, how can I put that into my day? Because I need that. That's my little bit this morning. My invitation to you.
Oh, thank you, Marnie. I enjoyed that. And my body was saying, I need some water. So I'm going to drink some water. Hopefully that wasn't too loud.
No, it wasn't. And that's what I find so, because there's so much noise and our wonderful brains are always thinking of there's this, there's that, there's this. And then you check in with your body and breathe for a minute and things like that come up. It's like, oh, actually, when's the last time I ate? And it doesn't.
Another thing I find sometimes is if I check in and I notice that I'm like straining a muscle in a weird way, like tensing a muscle in a weird way or sitting funny. And it's just like, oh, I wasn't even aware that it was doing that. And now I know I can adjust. So I feel better.
It's like, what's going on with my body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, sometimes I'll do it. I didn't say it today, of checking, yeah, the shoulders. Are they hunched up?
Mm.
The forehead, are your cheeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, just quick
Yeah.
something like that. Doesn't take too long to bring into the day.
Thank you, Marnie. Oh, I love that so much. Everyone, tell Marnie if you enjoyed that. And if you did, maybe we'll do something like that more.
Thanks.
All right. So let's share our contact information. There it is. If you have ideas, feedback, anything you'd like to share with Marnie or I, email us at motivation.mornings@gmail.com. Our Facebook page is MM with MM. Please visit us there if you are not currently on there. We will share our resources in the comments below our Facebook Lives. And we post a few other things here and there, so it's always good to stay connected. Our Instagram is motivation_mornings_with_MM. Check us out on there for our motivational quotes and reminders for Wednesday mornings. And then we have our YouTube channel for everyone who loves YouTube. And maybe you don't get to join us live on Wednesday mornings, but if you like to watch our recordings, that is a great way to get notice when they have been posted, and you can watch them on there. So check out the number 2, capital T, 0 PR, capital T, capital Y, 2 to party, and subscribe on there. And instead of flipping over, we'll just dive into our journaling prompt for this week. Dun, dun, dun. Here it is. And it's actually super close to what Mark I was thinking about that as you were saying that, Marty. I was just like, wow. The universe is really wanting us to check in with ourselves right now. So what do I need to ask for right now? What do I need to ask for right now?
Wow. I love how that always seems to happen. And you're right. It's like, just like, this is the message. Everybody check in.
Yep.
And I like that to ask too, because that's a great addition to it too, because that's not always easy to ask for what you need. And you first becoming aware of it. Then
Yep. To be aware of it before you can ask for it.
Leanne saying, great question. And good morning, Amy. Oh, Amy's joined us.
Oh, good morning.
Wow.
All right. And gratitude. We're at gratitude. And I guess I will go first. And mine kind of reminds me of that question, actually, because my gratitude is for some assistance that we are getting today. We have someone coming to help fix up some of our window frames outside. And I am grateful that I have developed relationships in the community, that I know who to turn to when I need help for something. Because sometimes even that part is hard. You might recognize you need to ask for help in some way, but if you don't know who can help you with that, it can be challenging. So yeah, I'm really grateful for the relationships I've developed in the business community here in Victoria, because even if I don't know someone directly who can help me, if I ask others if they know someone who can help me, odds are someone can point me in the right direction. So I'm really grateful for that.
I love that. Yes, true. I'm adding a quick grateful. I'm loving your background. I love your background.
Thanks. It's bright, it's a little frosty, but Nice and outdoorsy. Oh, no way. Look at that. I forgot to ask for updates. Oh,
Guess what I'm grateful for?
it's so
It's
beautiful.
blooming.
Wow. So how long did that take then? Less than a
Remember,
month.
I don't remember when it moved there. Remember it was just a pot and a bulb when I showed you? And now it's more.
Because was that right before Christmas?
It was the first week of December.
Oh, first week in December. Okay.
But then there's been all this.
Wow.
Look at.
It looks so happy. You've been keeping good care of it.
Gratitude. And update.
Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you for showing it to us.
I'm just gonna keep holding it up because I feel like now I'm like, it's like my little blankie all of a sudden. I'll try to read too much into that, but it's beautiful. I'm sharing
It
beauty.
is beautiful.
Yes, really.
Oh, that's so awesome.
So,
All right.
thank you for the comments people are saying. She's beautiful. That's another thing about words and plants. They're not it's. They don't have words. They're beings. To motivate.
All right. Well, we'll go to our quote. And we have to get into the right screen. And here we are. So, full disclosure, this quote was in the Intentional Living Challenge earlier this week, and I loved it so much I had to share it here. So kudos to Christina or thank you for her sharing it first. In the midst of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer. For it says that no matter how hard the world pushes against me, within me, there's something stronger, something better, pushing right back. By Albert Camus.
Yes.
And just, yeah, that it created such a wonderful visual of an invincible summer inside of me. Ah,
It's just that reminder of how resilient we really are. Yeah. In us.
yeah, indeed. The world can throw lots at us. We can keep on shining our light. Oh, I can't believe we're already at the end of another fabulous webcast. Ah,
Yes, and don't forget everybody, next week, Melissa will be sharing the wellness
yep.
or financial
End
or
of month.
tip, whatever Melissa's sharing.
Yep, my turn. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us live and for everyone watching the replay. Hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.